So Rebecca, we're going to talk about anxiety, especially thinking about teenagers, because of course it can affect people of all ages. What's the difference between anxiety and normal feelings of anxiousness that we all get from time to time?
So we all get feelings of being worried or fearful in response to particular triggers. Where it starts to become anxiety is where you're getting those feelings in the absence of triggers, and where those feelings are giving you either physical symptoms or they're starting to change your behaviour to the extent that it's impacting your day-to-day life.
Right. So with teenagers specifically, what are some of the main causes or triggers of anxiety?
Being a teenager is a really difficult time because you're still exposed to life events like a bereavement, even things like changing school or moving house. It can be really disruptive. But in addition to that, family conflict or conflict within friendship groups can be very difficult for people to weather. And they're often at an age where they're starting to embark on their first romantic relationships, and that again takes a huge amount of adjustment. I think they're different to their parents' generation in terms of the social pressures that they're exposed to now.
Yeah.
And that's something that it's difficult for our generation to understand.
Social media, sort of constant 24/7 exposure to things that might make us feel terrible.
Yeah, and they're doing that, whilst trying to revise for GCSEs, A-levels, university exams. It's a lot for them to balance.
Yeah, it's pressure from all angles, I suppose, isn't it? And there's no off switch, it's constant. So what might be some of the signs that a parent could look for if they were worried about their child and anxiety?
So the signs can be a change in their behaviour, maybe becoming more irritable or more tearful. Also potentially more withdrawn than normal. So they may not be wanting to engage with you as a family or with their friendship group.
Spending a lot of time in their room is often a big one, isn't it?
Yeah, it really can be. And in addition to that, some of those physical symptoms that people may not necessarily associate with anxiety, palpitations, feeling on edge, feeling restless, some difficulty concentrating, all can be signs.
And I think as older adults, we're more able to articulate and say what's wrong, or have an argument. Often with teenagers, they haven't quite developed that skill yet, so it can come out as outbursts of anger or just bursting into tears, and they're sort of things to look out for as well, I think, aren't they? So how about supporting a teenager then? I mean, first and foremost, it's really important to raise the topic. How can you do that and then offer support?
So it's really important to be able to talk to your teenager. And it's about how you broach the subject. It may not be a single conversation over a dinner table. It may be a number of conversations in different settings until you can kind of understand what's at the heart of the matter. And it may also be that you're not the right person for them to speak to. Is there another trusted adult in their life who might be a good person to talk about their concerns to?
I think there's something around recognising with this age group that, whilst you're the parent and you're kind of used to being able to fix their problems and, offer solutions, the temptation may be to do that, whereas actually we have to recognise that they are an expert in themselves, and some of the solutions for their specific needs are probably more likely to come from within them, and our job is more to facilitate that, be there for them, be a partner, let them feel like they're not on their own, but guide them towards finding their own solutions.
I think that's such an important point, Zoe. They may have spoken to their peer group, they may have had friends who have been through similar experiences, so actually they might come to the conversation with ideas for what might help them. And actually, I think that allows you to build a really trusted relationship, to try and to test and learn different techniques that might help them. That might be exercise, diet, those sorts of things, but it also could be deep breathing exercises, trying meditation, or even trialling things like cognitive behavioural therapy.
And if you need additional support from there, where's the best place to go?
So there's lots of support for teenagers. Good place to start is the school. The teacher might be able to provide additional insights into what's happening. You might be able to come up with a joint strategy to address it. There's also often school pastoral support, counselling support that you can access. At university, you can often signpost to a university counselling service as well. And I think if you want additional support, either with that or after that, then the GP is a great place to go. They're very used to talking to young people about some of their concerns and can often support you.